Welcome back to Stellaris Let's Play with me, PMC317. This is now going to be episode 6 of the United Nations of Humanities Iron Man playthrough. And I'm quite excited because last game we watched as the Xaplo Annihilators went to war with the Theclac Supremacy, I think they're the Theclac Supremacy, to our galactic south. And things are looking a bit touch and go for us. So, let's have a quick look at where we are and what we need to do. Okay, Theclac Empire, not the Supremacy. So, the Xaplo Annihilators have carved a big chunk out of the Empire, which probably means they're going to fall quite quickly. We have got a blocker in place here, and my only hope really is that they will take on the Dar Nexus, rather than us, although to be honest, if they do that, we'll be surrounded on three sides by people that want us all very dead with extra dead. So I don't really want that to happen either. We're not exactly in a position to prevent it at the moment though, so... Anyway, right, Redamon Station, which is up here, and another one of our blockers is building. And we're going to put some crew quarters in there as well. And we need to get this upgrading if it's not already. There we go. Which puts us in a bad spot alloy-wise, but never mind. Right, I think I'll just have a quick scoot through. Ah yes, that's right, we'd also discovered the home world of the Arassian Concordat, the precursors to the civilizations in this section of the galaxy. Right, I'll send them to Barban, or no, to Procyon. They're already on the way, so that's good. All of the civilian ships are doing something or in a position to start doing something, as and when we've got the funds to. First and second fleet are as good as can be expected at the moment. Why do we have unemployment? Not that it's a big issue because we've got social welfare, so they are not suffering or anything like that, which is good. And they are in fact producing, I think, Unity at the moment. Right. Okay. I think we can get started then. So, just a quick heads up for those of you
Ships
on
upgraded.
stream. You will see that I have a friendly moderator, Sarah Strange Art. Sarah does art streaming and has an art YouTube, and they are responsible for my little icon, which is me as a Sith Lord. So please do go and give them a follow. I'll put the details for their YouTube and their Twitch in my description of the video below. So check them out, like and subscribe on YouTube, and follow as well. Ooh, what's this? Lost in space. The signal we intercepted was a distress call from a ship in orbit around Ugazim 6A. The ship is not giving off any heat signatures and seems to be drifting. A special project has been issued to investigate what has happened to the crew. Intriguing. Issue special project, derelict ship.
Situation log
The
updated.
Cortez in Ugazim, which is over here. So... where is the special project? No project? Special project appears to have vanished. No, that's it there. So why is... does it need a science ship? Yeah, okay. Oh, there we go, that's why I just haven't loaded it yet. Silly me. Okay. Oh, 2 people. Hello, people. Yeah, please do. No, coming 3 people. Gosh, I'm popular today. So, for those of you who've only just turned up, basically I'm engaged in a desperate race against time to try and build up my defences and my fleet so I can try and gamely stave off the Xaplo Annihilators, who have already destroyed 2 civilizations and are making a damn good start on the 3rd one here.
Construction complete.
Ooh, okay, good. Research station as well. food is an issue. Right. Let's have a look. So we've got a empty slot on Earth. I'm going to put another research labs in there because research speed is really good, and as I said right at the beginning, and when I say right at the beginning, I mean right at the beginning of this series, one of the things I want to try and do is effectively make all of my worlds monotask eventually. It's not going to happen now, and probably won't happen for a long time. And if the Xaplo Annihilators have anything to say about it, it won't happen ever, but hopefully we'll be able to avoid that fate. Right, okay. So over here, the Darwin is looking for a choke point system which will enable us to block off the Dar Nexus. I had thought it might be this one, but looking at... yeah, that's interesting. Looking at the shape of things here, it's entirely possible that there might not be just one, which could be difficult. Could be a problem.
Construction complete.
Eurus has finished building. Yes, and we have pirates appear here, annoyingly, which is why we've got this gun station. You are good. You are a good
System
mod.
survey complete.
Utopia has been fully surveyed, which is over there. Okay. And surveillance system then. Okay, food is now no longer a problem. Interesting. Sometimes your economy just fluctuates at random. Or at least seemingly at random. I'm sure people can burrow into it and find out exactly what's going on, but... oh no, that does look as though it is in fact a... Excellent. Okay, so you carry on surveying that. And we will send this engineering starship up there. Hopefully faster than that. And we are upgrading. Good. Okay. Yeah. I mean, generally speaking, I would normally be quite happy with the situation as it stands, because I've sort
Construction complete.
of mapped out enough space that I could quite happily just carry on expanding, or filling in all of this for quite some time, and it would be a nice sort of calm sort of playthrough. But unfortunately, because of these, it's not.
Construction complete.
Which is only slightly only slightly panic-stricken this playthrough. Okay. Agri World, can we? No, we can't get rid of any of that yet. I don't think we're going to be in a position... Yeah. Okay. Nightbot, by the way, is something that I have no knowledge about at all, and I'm leaving entirely in the hands of my capable moderator. I will try and educate myself on it between now and the next stream. Good lord, that was a bit difficult to say. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, if you have no experience with Twitch, then that sentence probably just as meaningless to you as it was to me initially. Okay, so not a lot is happening at the moment, so I'm just going to crank the speed up a bit, and then as and when it gets
System survey complete.
busy.
Anomaly found.
Cursory scan of the planet's surface reveals a weak signal pulsing into the darkness of space. Exim 2. Yes, research this anomaly. Yeah, so as and when it gets busy again.
Construction complete.
Good. Modules, shipyard, gun battery, 3/4. Theclac refugees arrive. A battered fleet of small civilian vessels carrying Theclaci fleeing from the Xaplo Annihilators have arrived in our space. After we supplied them with food and provided medical attention to their wounded, the refugees were allowed to settle on Eden. These ragged and frightened refugees are survivors from the extermination program being carried out by the Xaplo authorities against their species. They only made it out thanks to the efforts of a hastily organised underground railroad and a few sympathetic merchant skippers. They are, of course, welcome here. And I'm going to have a quick look at our species. Now we have Theclac, amazing angry space turtles. They're decadent, slow breeding, extremely adaptive, and prefer continental planets. So that's pretty cool, angry space turtles. And they are, of course, automatically full citizens. So that's great. That's more planets that we can inhabit now, I think. Yeah, so the Alpine world's gone from being not particularly habitable to quite habitable, I think, at least for the Theclac anyway. Yes, Anger Space Turtles, absolutely Anger Space Turtles. I think that was actually a species that I created initially. And
Construction
they were
complete. Construction
deliberately
complete.
designed to be super angry space turtles. One of the things with Stellaris is that the species that you create can show up in your own games as AI species, which is quite cool. Limbo. The signal originates from the remains of an antenna-like structure. Exploratory probes were dispatched from the UNHS Cortez to the surface to investigate the matter more closely. What Science Officer Zhao found was a cavernous vault that, while easily pried open, was evidently the last safe house and refuge of some long-dead race of aliens. While reasonably technologically advanced, it seems they never reached for the stars and perished to some planet-wide natural disaster. The vault is immense, housing thousands upon thousands of black boxes the UNHS Cortez has determined to be data storage devices. A special project has been prepared to decode their contents.
Situation log updated.
Let's have a look at that then. Go to... Okay, so there's a couple of special projects here. We're going to do them in order. So finish researching or surveying the system, then we'll do the derelict ship, and then we'll do In Limbo. Anger Space Turtles, Teenage Mutant Anger Turtles, heroes in a spacesuit, turtle power. I can tell you that they are very much not heroes, or at least they'd only be heroes in their own story. They
System
were
survey
set
complete.
up for one of my more,
Anomaly found.
shall we say, aggressive playthroughs. Ogazim 5A. Optical sensors isolate a cluster of shapes on the barren surface of Ogazim's 5A that could be buildings. Interesting. Okay, there's actually quite a lot of stuff going on there. I just want to make absolutely certain that there's nothing up here. Yeah, I think if those are connected, we're going to need to put another blocker there. But hey, we definitely need one here because there's no other easy blocker in this area. Now, where's that? That's going to take ages, 881 days. We've just got to hope that they don't get there first. I don't think they will, but you never know. Hopefully that war is going to grind to some kind of stalemate, but equivalent. Their fleet power is superior to ours. Okay, well that at least is good. I think this is probably overwhelming, isn't it? Yeah, overwhelming. Economic power superior, overwhelming fleet power. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's dark. Hello, dark.
System survey complete.
Okay. Food, again. Why?
Research complete.
What have we researched? We have researched destroyers. Excellent. Good. Okay. This will hopefully give us a little bit of a chance, maybe. I'm also going to research ion thrusters, which will make our ships faster outside of the FCL hyperspace lanes. Now let's actually design some destroyers. Okay. So, in my experience, the picket ship version of the destroyer tends to be the best option. But we'll see. Okay. Put on the boosters. Just give us a little bit more damage. Fusion reactor. Why would you not? Everything else is basic, and we will call this a picket class destroyer because it is. I'll get rid of the Rotterdam version. There are other options. You can have gunships like that, or you can even create some kind of an interceptor type thing with lots of small weapon systems, or have some kind of like bizarre mini cruiser. But actually, the picket version is best at the moment for what we have in our fleet. Speaking of fleets, the command limit has gone up, as you can see. So what we're going to do now is going to add some destroyers to it. 5 destroyers to each fleet. There we go. Which would mean if we max our fleets out, we'll go over our naval cap. So we need to do something about the naval cap, really. But at the moment, we haven't even got one fleet up to its maximum size yet, so I'm going to build some stuff for the second fleet. What's this? The silhouettes, discernible from orbit, are indeed buildings, and closer inspection revealed them to be of an obvious martial nature. While abandoned for some time, though very recently on a galactic timescale, Zhao believes that secrets of alien tactics may yet be exhumed from beneath the dust that covers the decaying barracks and looted armories. A special project may be issued to study the remains.
Situation log
There's a lot of
updated.
special projects in this system. Oh no, that's good. Look, that's just stops. Excellent. Brilliant. Okay, so we can in fact cut them off here. That's really cool. I'm really glad about that. It's a good job that the Dar Nexus can't actually hear what I'm saying, because they probably think a lot less well of me than they do at the moment. Yeah, okay, so all of these here, derelict ship, in limbo and alien barracks, are all in the same system, which is unusual. Food growth. Bring monthly food surplus up to at least plus 15 a month. Well, technically yes, but the way that keeps fluctuating. Right, that's doing okay. That's doing okay. I will build another one of those just to make sure, and another one of those as well. Yeah. Okey-doke.
System survey complete.
Right, that's another system.
System survey complete.
Go and have a look at this one. You go and have a look at that one. Actually, survey that one first and then go that way.
Anomaly found.
Another one! We have detected life signs coming from somewhere beneath the barren and lifeless surface of Urgizim 8. What manner of organism could possibly live there? An alien one, presumably. I mean, you think by now, with genocidal space shrimp, angry space turtles, and various other alien species, we'd have got used to the concept of, you know, things living in places that you wouldn't expect. Some kind of burrowing silicon-based life form inhabits a vast network of tunnels beneath the barren surface of Urgizim 8. As best as we can tell, the creatures feed off rocks, and there is evidence to suggest they possess a rudimentary form of intelligence. Their tunnelling efforts have shuffled large amounts of valuable minerals to the surface. Intriguing. Okay. Right. Let's see.
System survey complete.
Good, because now they can go and do all of the special projects. All the projects. Right, Mintaka Station.
Special project complete.
There we go. The ship in orbit around Urgizim 6A was not abandoned. The crew is alive, but not well, influenced by some sort of brain parasite. I've not had this one before. With the help of our scientists, they could easily be cured. Well, let's help them then.
They can talk, and they want to talk to us.
Thanks, advisor. Oop. Is that a thing we can do? Can we help? What's happening? Ooh, the Theclac Supremacy. First contact with the Theclac Supremacy. Hang on a minute. Haven't we already met the Theclac? Yeah. Wait, that's the Theclac Empire. And that's the Theclac Supremacy. Empire? Supremacy. Okay. That's going to be confusing. Never mind. I speak on behalf of the Theclac Supremacy, and I have been authorized to bring you greetings. As long as you stay out of our internal affairs and treat our great leader, Divine Light Torba Keldi, with reverence, I see no reason for our diplomatic relations to sour. Let's have cooperation. Will surely benefit us all. So now we have two almost identical civilizations. I'm sure there's a reason for that. Ideas in the chat, please. Or comments below.
Construction complete.
Okay, I'm going to keep the Darwin there
Research
for the moment.
complete.
Well, nearby I'll get surveying systems, I think. Cold fusion power, excellent. Okay. Oh, plasma throwers. Yeah, maybe. They're not very good at knocking down shields, though. Improved reactor boosters. Capacity overload. We'd probably do with capacity overload, to be honest, because that will increase our energy credits. Well, if you build energy grids, it will anyway. And capacity overload is a useful edict. So let's go for that. Right. Oh, the Thaklak Supremacy has closed their borders to us. That's not in the slightest unexpected.
System survey complete.
Cam. Where's Cam? That's Cam. Okay. Right.
Special project complete.
The vault is a tomb for hopeful immortals. Science Officer Zhao asserts the huge blocks of ternary code found in the databanks are neural images, digitized brain scans. Doubtlessly the aliens of Ygazim 2 considered this to be their only shot at any kind of survival following whatever calamity befell their planet. They did not have the means to resurrect themselves, but banked on the impossibly small hope that eventually someone else would have those means. We do not, but download their neural patterns for safekeeping, gaining us 350 engineering research. There's actually a really, really good science fiction series of 3 books.
Construction complete.
Which has a similar sort of theme. All the main characters
Special
are
project complete.
involved. There's a lot of like brain downloading and uploading and things like that. It's really good. I'll try and remember what the series actually is, and again, details in the description of the YouTube video. Alien Barracks. Science Officer Zhao's thorough xenohistorical analysis of the military installation Ygazim 5A has yielded few tangible results. The base was constructed before the planet became completely barren, but it is unclear if its current inhospitality is the result of armed conflict or some more peaceful or even natural process. What can be deduced of their strategies and tactics in armed conflict does not seem to have been far in advance of our own. On the upside, Science Officer Zhao claims to have drawn much inspiration from the alien remnants. So Zhao gains 150 experience and now gets the expertise military theory trait, which would be great if they were actually a researcher, but never mind.
Anomaly found.
Aha. Detail 4. Our science officer, An Lu, has found an anomaly. It would require extensive probing, but could garner a substantial find. Well, substantial finds are always good. Okay, so Second Fleet has upgraded a little bit, so now they have 5 corvettes as well as 3 of their raiders, giving them a little bit more strength. I'm going to put in some more ships to First Fleet. Oof, I was saying earlier about the war
System
appearing to
survey
have
complete.
gone to a stalemate, but that's a lie, clearly. Well, failed intelligence, more accurately. You go over there, survey that. You are still you. Okay, go over there, survey that. Diamond in the rough. After the study of Detail 4 has concluded, Science Officer An Lu reports they have found this planet to be unusually rich in minerals. The discovery was made possible in large part thanks to a certain member of the UNHS Nobel crew. An Lu praises the protégé highly. Okay, so we can either create a new leader for free, and we get +6 minerals on that planet, or we keep them on board the ship, which gives us 20 years, I think, 120, yes, 20 years of making the UNHS Nobel better. We've got enough science leaders. We're not going to have any issues getting more, so I think we'll leave them on board the Nobel. They do good work where they are. Right. Yeah, look, the Xaplo have taken this system, or by the planet on that system and that system. Oh, and they've even taken that one as well, so the war's going really well for them, and badly for us. Hifnar civilization encountered. We have detected the presence of a pre-space alien civilization on Tunobo 4 in the Tunobo system. Where's Tunobo? Tunobo. Oh, it must be here. There is evidence they have harnessed the power of the atom, and nuclear weapons may be prolific among their many divided nation-states. The possibility of a sudden self-inflicted extinction event is high. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more closely. Interesting. Yes, we'll do that eventually when we get there.
Construction complete.
Oh, perhaps not. That's Maya. So where's... Oh, here we go, Tanobo. Okay. Right, so this starbase is finished building. So what have we got now? 18 out of our 20 corvettes.
System survey complete.
Anomaly. Maya 3C, which is over here. This barren and lifeless world is showing signs of once having supported a biosphere. Cool. Okay. Ooh, more people. Hello, people. I keep waving at the screen whenever I say that. Hello, people. Just imagine I'm waving at you. Right, okay, so we're going to reinforce the fleet again for First Fleet, because then at least one of the fleets will be something like approaching full strength. I can't tell you how much I'm worried about the Xaplo. Like, at any time they could just turn around and crush us completely. Terraforming candidate discovered. Our detailed survey of Maya 3C has revealed it may once have supported life in the distant past. There are significant deposits of frozen water at the polar ice caps and beneath the moon's surface. The existence of valley networks suggests the water may once have flowed freely. Terraforming this moon would theoretically be possible, but we do not yet possess the technology to accomplish this monumental task within a realistic time frame. Fascinating. Cool, okay. So it's a desert world at the moment, but we could terraform it if we wanted.
Construction complete.
Okay, what have we got now? 19 corvettes.
System survey
Fairly soon we'll
complete.
get 20. Tanobo has been surveyed. So go over there and survey that one. Wow, that clack, that clack, that clack. On Earth, in Eden, and on Elysia.
System survey complete.
That's not a good sign. Not even a little bit. Right, okay. Yeah, because we're going to need a third fleet over here now. I genuinely don't really see a win condition. And I know I didn't say I was going to win, but for this particular war, I don't see how we could win. Because they'll just keep coming until we're dead.
Anomaly found.
Besnar 2b. This toxic and lifeless world appears to have once been inhabited by a moderately advanced pre-space civilization. The ruins of their cities are still strewn across the surface. Well, go and have a rummage around, see what we can find. Do feel free to, talk in the chat. I see people like pop in and silence, so I don't say mean things about you. I promise. Right, okay. We've got a free building space on Eden. So what should we put on Eden? We're okay for everything except food. I'm tempted to put alloy foundries on it, because we will need a lot more than that. So let's do that. Let's put some alloy foundries down.
Anomaly found.
Not a scary bear. I'm a cuddly bear. Difter 2. Sensor echoes have indicated the presence of some kind of unidentified object deep within the atmosphere of this gas giant. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That could be a ship or something. Let's have a look, see what it is.
Construction complete.
Okay. Nuclear devastation. Our survey of Besnar 2b has revealed it used to be a pristine continental moon with a mild climate as little as 1,000 years ago. In stark contrast, the atmosphere today is extremely toxic, the surface highly irradiated, and the world has long since lost the ability to support life. We have detected signs the moon was the scene of an incredibly destructive thermonuclear war waged between factions of a relatively advanced indigenous pre-space civilization. What a waste. +2 society and +2 engineering research. To that planet, once we get a research station there anyway. Some of these things are quite sort of funny in a
System survey complete.
terrifying kind of way, because that could really
Special
easily
project
be
complete.
our planet. Our language experts have been at it for weeks to try and translate the documents we found in the old battlefield. Today we finally have some results. We now know the fallen warriors all followed the teachings of a philosopher called Talisa, the Teller of Tales. The documents are breakdowns of tactics, strategy, and most importantly, logistics in interstellar warfare. Being a strong spokesperson against war, Talisa still found this to be essential knowledge for steering into the future. Even the most peaceful of people might be forced into a corner in their work for a better world. Even the wise can go to war, it seems. And that gives access to the Master's Teachings, Warring States, Empire Edict, which is, if we go over to Edicts, here. So it costs 90 influence. and it lasts for 14 years, reduces the army upkeep, and increases your naval capacity by 10%. So it would bump our naval capacity up to 55. Excuse me. However, it's not something that we want to look, would interest us particularly at the moment. Okay. So economy's gone a bit wibbly again. We're running low. Well, food is not a problem because we've got 4,000 of it, but the fact it's -9 a month is not helpful. And really, we want somehow to have more energy credits. The problem is, because I'm focusing on trying
System
desperately
survey
to get our,
complete.
what's this? Get our navy built up. We don't have the spare alloy to start building or claiming star systems and building mining stations to acquire energy credits. UNHS Noble has picked up a strange energy signature coming from somewhere deep inside the atmosphere of Difter 2. It appears to originate from a structure of some kind, possibly the remains of an orbital station, but the atmospheric pressure makes it impossible to approach. Nevertheless, scans of the unique signature have yielded a large amount of valuable physics data. Fascinating. 150 physics research gained. Not quite what I was hoping, but never mind. Right, okay, so let's go on here. Okay, so First Fleet needs another I-class corvette, so we'll build one at Revac Station.
Anomaly found.
Rotanev 3's verdant plains are quiet, save for a weak but steady beacon signal. Let's look into that then. Okay. Still overwhelming, still hostile, and their economic power is overwhelming as well, so that's not great. Okay. We can't even declare them as rivals because they're just so powerful. And fairly soon the Theclac are going to be gone completely. Well, that Theclac, not these Theclac. I know what's happened there. I've got two different versions of the Theclac, and one is an Empire, and one is a Supremacy, and the AI has, or the computer has sensibly put both of them in the same game. AIs, honestly. But clearly what has actually happened is that at some point one of these two was the original one, and they have split off, somehow managed to cross the galaxy and set up their own civilization or something like that. Theclac is a good word. The Angus Space Turtles. More refugees. How many have we got now? We've got 10 Citharians, 2 Geroid, 5 Theclac, 4 Bacedon, 3 Conistian, and 58 humans. Kotchab 3, barren and lifeless world showing signs of once having supported a biosphere. Let's look into that one, absolutely. Might be something we can terraform. Or not.
System survey complete.
A large impact crater has been discovered that does not seem to be a natural occurrence. Okay. Wonder what caused that then. Yeah. Right, okay. 5 E-class corvettes. Not the other ones we need. Don't know. Well, I'll build up some more.
Construction complete.
Good. Okay. So our first fleet is... No, we don't want 6 I-class corvettes. Stop it. Stop doing this, computer. What we want is destroyers. Don't want them yet. Okay, I'm going to build 2 I-class corvettes for second fleet. Bit of an attacker station. Oh, we can only build one. Okay, that's fine. We'll wait a bit and then build one. Terraforming candidate discovered. Yeah, I thought so. A detailed survey of Kotchab 3 has revealed it may once have supported life in the distant past. There are significant deposits of frozen water at the polar ice caps and beneath the planet's surface. The existence of valley networks suggests the water may once have flowed freely. Terraforming this planet would theoretically be possible, etc., etc. Fascinating. Okay. As soon as we can. There we go. Right. So that will put Second Fleet up to 10 ships. Declare rivalry. What? Why? We're clearly not.
Anomaly found.
Our science officer has found an anomaly. It will require extensive probing, but could garner a substantial find. Oh, hello, Flappy. Ooh, what's this? Andagon warriors sighted. For several months now, we have received scattered reports of small numbers of alien mercenaries and privateers operating on the frontiers of our space. They call themselves the Andagoni, and are apparently exiles from a nomadic warrior culture. Actually, that should be Andagon, shouldn't it? Andagon, yeah. And are apparently exiles from a nomadic warrior culture inhabiting overcrowded space stations in and around the Sibaran Maelstrom system. Their passage near our space proceeded without incident, but they warned us against trespassing in Sibaran Maelstrom. There is no Andagon central government to speak of, but their various factions are engaged in constant infighting and often launch raids against neighbouring star systems. Indeed, given their vast population and space-based production capability, the Andagon would likely be a significant galactic power if they ever stopped killing each other. Let's attempt to contact them, because they could be useful, especially as they're right next to the Xaplo. Oh wow, okay, yeah, they're terrifying. Yee, more Dwamax! What do you want, foolish Dwamac? What happened to make your face look like that? Reactor accident? Vacuum exposure? Hee, look at you, we are the Andagon. We hunt Dwamac. If you come to Andagon turf, we make Dwamac stew. Not good for you, yes? Hee, perhaps you know other Dwamacs. Perhaps you want them to be Dwamac stew. This can be arranged. Andagon not above fighting for Dwamacs against other Dwamacs, if price is right. End transmission. And then immediately reopen transmission, because we know of a good raiding target. Arrgh, no, I can't. I can only do it against rivals, and we can't rival the Xaplo. That is annoying. Okay, never mind. Hopefully somebody else will do it, or they'll do it of their own accord. Because the Xaplo really do need a good kicking.
System survey complete.
5 people. Hello, all 5 people. System survey complete.
Research complete.
Okay, let's pause for a second. Ion thrusters researched. Good, excellent. Fusion missiles. Yes, fusion missiles. This is a good thing. We want them. They look like, yeah, they do look like they come out of Doctor Who. Some of the aliens look like classic Star Trek aliens, you know, people with the funny ears and face paint. Others look like this. And these angry space shrimp. 6 people. Hello, 6 people. These angry space shrimp are the biggest threat in the galaxy at the moment. Right, where are we? Gotcha up. Yeah, go and survey that system. And what were we doing? We were deciding something to... Yeah, we'd fusion missiles, which means that we can upgrade our ships a little bit. Oh, no, we can't. Oops. Silly me. What was it that we just researched? What did we just research? Thought we'd researched something. Railguns? Flak batteries? Oh no, I've forgotten what we researched. Never mind. They look like they come out of the sea. Yeah, yeah. Then there's the friendly robots. The Dar Nexus. Our computations show human error is the primary cause of all failure in your society. Is self-determination really worth the risk of extinction? Yeah, these ones are rogue servitors. Basically what they want to do is they want to look after organics. Look after them. Which means, you know, do everything for them and keep them in zoos and make sure they are happy and safe and warm. Which is pretty cool, pretty funny. And then there's the angry space turtles. We've actually got 2 lots of angry space turtles. There's the Theclac Empire, and then there is the Supremacy, and they have the same badge and everything. The Dalek. Yeah, exactly, yeah. However, unlike the Daleks, they don't want to, you know, annihilate everything. They just want to cuddle you and keep you warm forever. Yeah, it does. I mean, I would quite happily live in the Dar Nexus society. Right, more research labs. More research labs. Okay. Ooh, strength from small places. Having probed the frozen landscapes of the planet Zirac 9, we think we have struck something big. Science Officer Soletta speaks of a bacterial life form unlike any other. It bonds with other individuals to form large blankets that are durable yet light, and also act like solar cells. They absorb solar energy with a surprisingly low efficiency loss percentage, most likely a result of evolution favouring those who could gather more heat in the harsh climate. Our researchers back home could surely find some of this information. Find out if it can improve energy production or try to find a military use. That's actually a really difficult one. We're going to improve energy production because we're going to probably lose the inevitable war with the Xaplo anyway. Might as well make people's lives better while we can, right? That's how it works, right? Yeah? Definitely. Of transmissions passed. As expected, the Cortez has located the source of the transmission emanating from Rotanev 3. While the planet is otherwise seemingly untouched by alien hands, a lone monolith of some sleek off-white mineral stands atop a hill in the southern hemisphere. It is from within this monument the signal emerges, the enclosure clearly built for longevity rather than resonance. Science Officer Zhao has gone out of their way to establish the parameters for a special project that would decode the information the signal carries. An appropriate initiative, I think, because the other option is we can ignore them, or we can raise the monument. That doesn't seem very in keeping with the sort of utopian idealists of the United Nations of Humanity. So we'll...
Situation log updated.
Monumental transmission. And go back to that once you've... There you go. Is there cat alien? There is art for cat aliens. I haven't encountered any yet. But yeah, there are cat aliens in the game that you can be, and there's, if you use mods, there are like a gazillion different alien species.
Construction complete.
Some of them obviously better than others. A new metal. Detailed surface scans of Difter 3 have identified a large impact crater containing the wreckage of several ancient starships of unknown design. The ships appear to be completely devoid of life support systems, leading us to suspect they were either unusually large drones or controlled by some form of AI. Interestingly, the hull of the ship is constructed out of living metal, an exceedingly rare and inorganic material with many unique properties. This metal can be programmed to assume a certain shape or form and will slowly regrow itself if damaged. Over a period of several millennia, the surviving metal from the wrecked ships was fused into a large and extremely dense deposit that could potentially be mined for centuries to come. Fascinating. So this gives living metal to Difter, which is a resource that we can use, and gives us the research option, living metal, to actually understand it. So that's quite good.
Research complete.
Oop, more research. What have we researched? Global energy management. Good, okay. Right. I think we're going to go for shields. Although the energy credits probably be a good option as well. And let's go for shields. And in fact, what we'll do is we'll stop building that and instead build an energy grid. And as soon as we can here, we'll build energy grids on these as well. We only need 2 more pop on Elysia, and then we can get an energy grid on it. Strength from small places. Our energy development researchers have made progress with the samples we sent them from Xerac 9. They have been able to develop a new type of solar cell using the organisms as a template. These are much more efficient at storing energy and will provide a boost to all our power plants. Excellent. Plus 5% energy credits for all jobs. That might actually make a difference there.
System survey complete.
I don't know yet. Apparently not. Someone's... Oh yeah, it has, yeah. Minus 8 instead of minus 16. Hang on. Xerac. Oh, there we go. Just couldn't find it. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's have a quick look at the war. Oh dear me, that's... Every time I look at this, it makes me feel a bit ill.
System survey complete.
It's the inevitable doom of my playthrough. Mara data. Ah, that's there, right, okay. We need 7 more influence. Okay, well in a couple of months we'll be able to build that. Where is this ship? Oh, there it is, okay. God, I'm on a roll for forgetting or not being able to find my ships. Okay, so in a couple of months we'll be able to actually do something, and Difter's finished as well. Oh, I'm paying attention. Right, okay. Okay, so that has actually made a difference. So I was right to do that. So yeah,
Special project complete.
Okay. Of transmissions decoded. Science Officer Zhao reports the signal broadcast by the transmission beacon on Rotten F3 has been decoded. It is a memorial message decrying the loss of hundreds of lives in a battle millennia past. A stalwart alliance apparently fell victim to treachery and deceit, and a massive fleet wiped itself out before the enemy had even arrived as ally turned on ally. Apparently these desiccated hulks were left in place as floating grave markers, the crews having been destroyed by surgical strikes to weak points in their ships' hulls. We can study the records, or we can calculate the wrecked fleet's trajectory and current position. That sounds like we could get some ships. I like that idea. Begin the drifting battlefield event chain. Now this is
Situation log updated.
I've never come across before, so I think it might be new. Projected location. Track on map. Okay, it's over there, so let's get the Darwin to immediately go and survey that system. Or explore the system. Do that now. To suite. And we'll get the Indus to build outpost on Bertios. Right, okay. See, the Dar Nexus is expanding in a sort of sensible sort of manner, and we're expanding in my preferred manner, which is to put blockers in place and then fill everything in. So, people in the chat, what sort of games do you play? What things do you like? Obviously you're here watching Stellaris, you must be slightly interested
Anomaly
in it.
found.
Anomaly. Aldib 5. One of the small moonlets orbiting this gas giant has been identified as a promising mining site. A more thorough survey will have to be conducted to determine whether a mining operation would be feasible or not. Well, conduct that survey. Okay. What's the Cortez doing? Nothing. Why? Stop doing nothing. Immediately go and survey that system there. Right. Oh, a Gaia world. Wow. Okay, that's really good. Hello again, Sarah. Just another periodic shout out to Sarah Strange Art. I'm glad that they didn't get eaten by bears. Sarah Strange Art does art streaming. They're going to be streaming tonight at 8 o'clock British summertime, which is I think GMT +1. And they are an amazing artist. They did my little icon, which is this me as a Sith. They also have a YouTube channel, which you should definitely go and check out. If you
Construction
haven't already.
complete.
You should definitely play more Subnautica. Okay, cool. A more detailed scan of one of the many natural satellites orbiting the gas giant Aldib 5 has revealed a deposit of precious metals and minerals that was overlooked in the initial survey. Although the moon is very small, it has a stable orbit around its primary and appears tectonically stable. An excellent find. +3 energy to Aldib 5. Right. Build mining stations. Go with the Darwin. Yes, go. Absolutely want them finding out that battlefield. More Theclac.
Construction complete.
Planet Earth has finished its construction queue. We have 3 unemployed workers and 1 specialist, but that's fine because they are generating Unity. And now we have
System
+9
survey
energy credits.
complete.
Good. So only food is an issue now, and that isn't really an issue in the long term, or rather not an issue in the short term, it's an issue in the long term. Dar Nexus will now guarantee the independence of Theclac Empire. They will now defend them against all attacks. That's interesting. Maybe there will be a war between the Dar Nexus and... oh no. You know what I was saying earlier about, not wanting to be surrounded on 3 sides? Well, it seems as though... Why are on -26 awesome? Of Pirate's current. Upon arriving in the Fuahiri system, it becomes clear the UNHS Darwin is too late. A pirate fleet of unknown origin discovered the straying battlefield some time ago and cannibalized it to build a base on a nearby asteroid. Our search ends as a violent confrontation seems unavoidable. Oh well. Battle stations. Where did they go?
Fleeing aggressors.
They are, however, fleeing, so let's have a quick look. I mean, if I had a navy anywhere nearby, I would take them on. But I don't. So I'll just let the Dar Nexus deal with them. I thought
Anomaly found.
What's this? Ipragara 8. Yes. At first glance, This planet does not seem capable of supporting living beings, but nevertheless we have detected life signs emanating from somewhere beneath its frozen surface. Research. Yeah, like, you should definitely play more Subnautica. I'm sure I was saying something else then. I can't remember what it was. Play more Subnautica. What about other people in the chat? I know you're there. I can see you watching.
Construction complete.
What have we constructed? Indus mining station. Good. Okay. Go over there. Right. Fleet's looking like so 638. Let's reinforce that fleet. Ocean beneath the ice. Deep scans of Ibrigara 8 have revealed a large ocean heated by hydrothermal vents beneath the ice mantle covering the surface. Science officer Ishikawa dispatched probes from the UNHS Archimedes that drilled through several miles of thick ice and found the water below teeming with what appears to be life. We will need more resources to conduct a thorough study of the many unique life forms inhabiting this ocean. Interesting. Special project, Mount Deep Sea Expedition.
Situation log updated.
Because after all, even if we are on the brink of a total war unlike any that humanity has ever seen, we should still be doing science. It is scary and it is creepy. Subnautica, that is.
System
It's
survey
also
complete.
really cool, and you should definitely play more of it because I want to know what happens. Right, okay. Mintaka station building.
Research
Corvettes.
complete.
Good. Research complete. Fusion missiles. Excellent. Okay, well once the 36,000 research points. Perhaps not right now. Destroyer build speed though. Yeah, and build cost minus 5%. Because we haven't built any destroyers yet. And once those corvettes are finished, I will get building, or rather get research. Good grief. Blech. Start again. Once those corvettes have finished building, I will update the design, and then I can upgrade them to be better. There we go. End of the Thekla Empire. The Star Nation, formerly known as the Thekla Empire, has been destroyed by its enemies. How this will affect the political climate of the galaxy remains to be seen. Well, this is bad. Really, really bad. So there's the Annihilators, as you can see. There. That's us. These little blue dots. The Dar Nexus are not next door to the Xaplo, which means the next target is definitely going to be us. If it isn't, I will be really, really shocked. Plus it now means they can come at us this way as well.
Handshake protocols activated.
This is bad. Ooh, a research agreement proposal. Let's have a quick look at this. Dar Nexus. We have much to learn from one another, human. We propose the creation of a research agreement between our empires. Yes, I agree. Special project completed. Science officer Ishikawa has returned from the expedition that studied the rich biosphere in the spheres. Let's start that again, but this time speaking in English. Science officer Ishikawa has returned from the expedition that studied the rich biosphere in the seas beneath the ice mantle of Ibrigara 8. Our underwater probes have mapped the terrain and catalogued most of the life forms. Although this data may be of some use to our biologists, no particular discoveries have been made that would have any applications beyond that. Interesting. 200 experience. Okay, cool. Ishikawa has developed new skills, expertise, propulsion. Again, that would be great if they were a researcher, but they're not. Never mind. We're okay for food now, and we're not good for energy credits. Okay, that's fine.
Handshake protocols activated.
What's this one? Non-aggression pact. Yes, I think the Dar Nexus are just as scared as we are, really, aren't they? Greetings, human. The Dar Nexus formally requests the introduction of a non-aggression pact with the UNH in order to improve mutual security. I agree. And they have finished doing things there, so let's go over there. And that's good, because it means I don't need to worry about this border. It's just these ones up here.
System survey complete.
Okay. Let's go that way around. Actually, yeah, we'll go that way around. We've got this one. one of the fun things about being hemmed in, I guess, is that I've got lots of science ships and I can very quickly go through all of these and then bring my science ships back, and I don't need to worry about them for the rest of the game, really. I might need them every now and then
Construction
to like,
complete.
go and research some battle damage or something like that. Okay, what have we got now? We need a couple more corvettes, but before I do that, let's upgrade them with fusion missiles. And the K class. Okay, yep. So the K and the E have been upgraded, and there's no missiles on anybody else, so we're going to upgrade the first fleet, and we'll upgrade the second fleet, which, as you can see, took most of our alloys, but that's fine, because it will make them a bit more powerful. And see, look, now we're on, 1,000 power or so. Great.
System survey complete.
RLS 001b. The material composition of this asteroid differs significantly from its neighbours. It likely has a different origin than the other bodies of this asteroid belt, and should be investigated more closely. Hello, person number 6. Right, okay.
Anomaly found.
Ooh, another one. F29863, an unusually deliberate geometric configuration of minerals drifts through the debris belt by F29863. It is possibly of alien origin. Ah, you definitely want to work that one out. Okay.
Ships
Excuse me.
upgraded.
Good. Okay. That's the
Ships
second fleet
upgraded.
Okay. What have we got? So, the ships have been upgraded. We've got more Theclac on Elysia. Ah, that's good, because that means that we have... Let's see. I'll put energy grid in, and we'll upgrade that building to a planetary administration. I'm really sorry. Normally I can actually talk fluently and sensibly, but this stream, all I seem to have been able to do is go blah, blah, blah. Okay, so elections for Chancellor. Okay, that's fine. You carry on. Elect away. It's probably going to be Klaus, but might not be.
System survey complete.
Hopefully it's not Klaus from Umbrella Academy, because that would be... he would be a terrible, terrible leader. Coprolite asteroid. Although it is difficult to accept, all indications point towards asteroid RLS 001b being a coprolite, a piece of fossilized feces from some kind of massive life form. It appears to be almost 1 billion years old, and much of the fossil's original organic composition has been replaced by mineral deposits. Our scientists are baffled as to what kind of creature could have produced something like this. Remarkable. +3 society. More Theclac. Okay. In gentle orbit around the massive F29863 floats a portable databank. Scooped up by the Equinox, it is found to contain text in some alien language. The vocabulary is not wholly unfamiliar, but the syntax is disconcertingly complex. Science Officer Soletta recommends a more thorough study to decipher the text's contents and origins. Well, let's analyse it on Earth.
Situation log updated.
Footprints. Finishes in 11 months. Oop. Didn't mean to click that one. There we go. I'll get there eventually. Research. Okay. Right. Second fleet. Reinforce fleet a bit more. Through hard work and experience, scientist Hutchinson has developed new skills. Statecraft. Okay. Mintaka is building more corvettes.
We have come under attack.
Oh no. Okay. Curses. I knew this would happen. Right. New ruler mandate. Kaharu Hasegawa has been elected as first citizen of the United Nations of Humanity. Consult the situation log for details on their mandate. Fine. Election campaign promises of Klaus unfulfilled. Yep, also fine. Declaration of war. Debased beast, your end is nigh. The Xaplo Annihilators is coming to cleanse your planets from corruption. So, this is war goal of cleansing. War is waged to cleanse the enemy, that's us, by the way, from the face of the galaxy. They want to claim 3 of my planets. All 3 of them. They have 23 inhabited systems. Set war goal. We don't want to end that threat, because we can't. So I guess humiliate, I suppose? Oh, the war goal's already been set. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the best we can hope for now is to sort of bludgeon them to a standstill? Yes, yeah, absolutely. Everything goes wrong all at once. Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. So I'm actually going to end it here, and we'll play out the war next time. So, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please do leave a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below just how badly we're going to get messed up. And for people on stream, I hope you've enjoyed it. I do these irregularly. Once or twice a week I stream Stellaris, XCOM and Battletech, and then all of those videos go up on my YouTube channel, which is PMC317 Let's Play as well. So go and have a look at that. Please do follow if you like my Twitch stuff, and if you go to my YouTube, then do also like and subscribe there. That would be great. Thank you very much indeed, everybody, for coming to watch, and next time we'll be able to see just how badly we do against the crushingly powerful Xaplo Annihilators.